CamStudio is good for doing the PowerPoint to video application, and there are a few other things that you can do with it. For example, you can show off your fancy desktop, like I'm doing right now. This is just a very cool program called Fences that allows you to sort your icons out into different fences, and I don't know, it's just so pretty. I can't resist showing it off a little. Anyway, let's get on with CamStudio now. So I'll bring up CamStudio. There it is there. And it's pretty much set to go. But we have to get a Microsoft Word document up. So here's one here. And then what you would do if you were going to make a tutorial on how to do MLA or APA formatting is like I've just done. You get your Microsoft Word document up on the screen, and then you could go to CamStudio and just check the options out, make sure that they're what you want them to be. So if you want to set yours to record the audio from microphone, then you would just click here. Video options, they should be probably the same as I showed it in another tutorial, 50, 20, 50. That seems to work well enough. And then you can check your cursor options and make sure that you've got a highlighter, if you want a highlighter, and you can make it a circle or an ellipse, whatever you want. You could also check your, we've done the audio options, well actually no, we didn't go into the interior of audio options for microphone, and there it is. What a lovely interior. There's the recording format set to an average setting. The Microsoft AD PCM seems to be the one that's recommended by other people that I've checked out on YouTube, so I will accept their advice. And everything else here, just leave it the same. Okay. I think that's all that's really needed, so let me just show you. All you need to do is check that the region is on a region where you can set it yourself, you know, as you begin the recording, and so that's what I'll do. Okay, time to press the record button, and then you'll see what happens next. There, I just pressed the record button, and you can see this rather interesting crosshair tool come up, and so we're going to take that crosshair tool and press down on the left mouse button and drag. And as I'm dragging, it will hopefully make some kind of a crosshair formation that will then look really good when I let go of the mouse button. Now it looks a bit strange with that structure in the middle, and I think that's only because I've got too much stuff running on this computer. So let me just release the mouse button and we'll see what happens with those green, flashing green angle irons, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, it looks like it's in exactly the right place. So now CamStudio is recording everything that I do in the Microsoft Word document. It's not recording anything off to the left. That's all being recorded by the Camtasia Studio, which I'm using to record the CamStudio tutorial. Okay, now back to the Microsoft Word document, and then from here basically you just show the students how to set it up the way you want them to set it up. So you could tell them to use a particular font, perhaps Times New Roman, and of course the size I believe is supposed to be 12 point, and so forth. You can go on and do all the different setup things here, make sure it's on portrait, make sure their margins are an inch around, and that's what I did. So now the rest of this tutorial will just be an excerpt of what I did. Not that you need to watch that much of it, because you know what you want to teach the students regarding MLA formatting or APA. But just to show you, you know, what I did, and then of course you'll probably get your own ideas to take off from there. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope that this helps. Bye now. Okay, your page is all set up and you're ready to begin typing. Now, just before you begin typing, it's very important that you check the set of alignment buttons that are at the top. In this case, we have an alignment button turned on. It's called Justify. Now, normally, Justify is a very positive word, but when it comes to academic writing, it really stinks. We don't want to use Justify for anything that we print and turn in. So, get rid of it. And you can do that very simply by clicking on align text left. Okay, so then your justification is turned off, and your professor will be happy when he sees that you're not using it, and you can begin typing. So if you're a very fortunate person and your name is something like James Cameron, you would put that in your first line of your heading. Okay, the next line of your heading could be your student ID number. So here's a fake one, 2010123456 and this is normally not used in North America, but for the purpose of gathering documents from students here, I prefer to have that, so I make sure that there are no mistakes in giving out marks to the appropriate students. The next thing that you put in is the instructor's name, so there it is right there. And please make sure it's spelled correctly.